Well, hey guys, good evening, or not heck with the evening. Good morning, because it's 12:20 my time. Hope you guys are doing well. I just got through doing the live stream with Leanne Kerr, and I said, you know what? Before I call it a night, I thought I would just hop in and say hello for a little bit. And I'm not going to stay too late, guys. It's not nearly going to be as insane as last night, which, by the way, was incredible. I'm still like riding the high from yesterday. If you guys that were here, you know what I'm talking about. It was absolutely insane. And I just can't say how thankful I am to all of you um, who were here, who were a part of the live stream last night, who were contributed through super chats, through comments, through liking the video or giving a thumbs up. Excuse me. All of the things you did. You guys know what you did. Subscribing to my guest channels. All of those things were just fantastic, and I'm so thankful for all of you. And what a night! What a night! I actually laid down to go to sleep at 6 a.m. this morning. It was 6 a.m. and I was still wide awake, and I was like, you know what? I've got to get to sleep. And so I did. I slept good. I slept till like 1 o'clock this afternoon, and the reason I did that so late is because I had the opportunity that I could actually do that today. Normally on Saturdays I don't, but I did, so I did it. So I thought, it'd be fun tonight to just spend a little bit of time with you guys, and just as you can tell, I'm even more low key. This is kind of a not really a crazy night. Last night had enough crazy to last us for a little bit, but don't worry, yeah, it's coming back. I've already talked to the guys. In fact, most of the gang reached out to me as well and said, "Hey, that was something really cool, and I want to do that again." And so I said, "I want to do it again too." And Val, you got the right word for it. It was epic. That's the word I've been using all day. Now, before I get you into the live chat and say hello to everybody who's joining here, I want to bring on someone from last night who, unfortunately, the night had to be cut short because of a darn transformer in my brain. I'm still recovering. So the transformer blew up, and if you guys were on late with us, you know already who I'm talking about. And so please welcome for a chance to kind of pick up where we left off and spend some time that he wasn't able to last night with you guys and with myself. It's the one and only Maverick Media. What's up, Maverick?
What's up? I,
Welcome
I
back.
I'm feeling it still, even though I cut out about. I saw you guys went on for about another hour after I
Hmm.
left, so I'm still hurting. I had to be up early. I coach my son's baseball team, and we had a playoff game
Oh
today, so
no,
I was
dude.
hurting. But you know what? It was worth it. It was so worth it. It was fun. That was a good time.
It truly was a fun time, dude. It was epic, as Val said. It was, and
Yep.
let me get to the chat here. We got a few folks that are again. This live stream was unplanned. What we're doing right now. Yeah, last night I talked about for a week, but
I
this
know
is.
I don't have my Craven sweater. It's in the laundry, so
Oh
it was
no.
so impromptu. I didn't even, it's in the wash. I mean, I could put it on wet, but
Oh no, dude! Look, that's devotion. That's a cult. That's the devotion of a culty,
yeah,
and I appreciate it. But I know you know what? That's okay. Let it have its opportunity to dry and be clean, so that way on the next time it'll be all ready to go. It's okay. No worries.
yeah, Stone
um.
Cold. Dino called it Stone Cold.
Oh
That's
man,
the shirt. Oh, there we go.
I saw Austin there, and I was wondering what
Yeah,
that was. Oh,
it's
okay,
Steve
Austin. That's
Austin,
funny.
old school wrestling shirt. Yeah,
I'm coming. I just had something really quick I needed to respond to.
yeah, no
Maverick, while
worries.
I'm responding to this, tell us how's your day been, man? Other than, did some coaching this morning and
Yeah. So, well, it was good and bad at the same time. It was we
oh no,
lost our playoff game, so the
oh
season is over for the
dang,
kids. But they had a great
sorry.
year. Like it was. it was an odd year because we literally the day before the season started, our head coach had a schedule change or something like
Oh,
that, and
okay.
they had no coach. So a bunch of us
Oh,
dads just decided to step in and coach, and
dude.
yeah, so it went good. It was a good day, bittersweet day, but it'll be fun when we have the team party. So sorry, I know
Yeah.
everyone's here for probably something else, but I'm just
You're good.
yeah, I'm filling. So
No, my gosh, I'm back. I'm back. Thank you for that, brother. Sometimes you need a wingman. You need a wingman to step in.
absolutely.
You're goose to my Maverick. Oh, see what I did there?
Oh, I
See
like
that?
it. I
Uh
like
huh.
it. That was sweet. That was
What's
nice.
What's up, Shay?
Hi, Shay.
Hello. And Shay was very concerned because she's joined as a Cravenite, but her name's not it's not turned green, and
Hmm.
so we think we figured it out. Here and I were chatting earlier, and we think we got it figured out. So we suspect that in a few days it's going to turn green. So rock on, Shay. Good to glad to have you here.
Nice.
Val, once again, great to see you.
Yep.
Bob just got power back. Well, dude, what's going on? Last
You
night
too.
Maverick loses it. Now you did,
Yeah, that's crazy. I
bro.
swear, like we were going, and I tried to listen back this morning to
Mm-hmm.
see if I could hear the pop on the
Ah.
like on the stream, and I couldn't hear it. It was more of like I felt it, right? So because the
Mm-hmm.
transformer's like right outside my house, and it freaked me out, and then boom, everything went black. So I could
Oh.
still watch from my phone,
Yeah, but you
but
lost the
I
everything
lost
else.
everything else. So
How long did it
yeah.
take for it to come back, man?
I don't know. I fell asleep
Hmm.
before anything popped back on. When I woke up,
Oh,
stuff all of a sudden was back up and running. So, it is what it is.
oh well. I'm glad you were able to sleep. At least it wasn't like in the heat of the day, like 3 in the afternoon or something.
Yeah, no, it wasn't bad. I would have just slid open the sliding glass door and just, dealt with it
See,
then.
you live in a part of the country you can do that. Where I'm at, you
Yeah.
that's like suicide.
You're in Texas, somewhere in Texas, correct?
South Texas, buddy. I'm
Okay.
down here
Yeah.
near Galveston, where the humidity
Okay.
is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got family out in Texas too. Like my two of my sisters and one of my brothers are they're kind of scattered about, but like Austin and Houston and stuff like that. So
Yeah, man. I'm in
they tell me
Houston, buddy.
all the time how it's bad.
It's a real thing, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I tell you.
Yeah.
Um, so back in the chat, real quick, I want to catch up with everybody. Then Maverick and I will continue our discussions on some things. Polar,
Mhm.
good to see you. More woot woot. That's right, man. Bonus content. This is unplanned bonus content. What's up, Vale? Good to see you. And Jason, the good man, Jason. All aboard
Toot
the Stew train, Stew
toot.
Stew.
Yeah, stew.
Can't wait for his stew ticket. Love this channel so much. Well, Jason, thank you, buddy. We love having you, man. You're
Yeah.
again such a great supporter, man. Nissan,
He's one
happy
of the
Mother's Day,
best.
y'all. He really is.
Mhm.
Thank you,
Mhm.
Nissan. Yeah, if you guys, if all of you who have mothers that are still here, be sure you make some time tomorrow for a phone call, if you can't see them in person at least, and let them know that you love them, because you only get one mom, and I know sometimes some have relationships with mothers that aren't that great, and I understand, but I'm just telling you, if there's any way to reconcile, I highly encourage you to do that, because when they're gone, it's
Yep.
too late. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Val says, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Val.
Yeah. Two
Yes, let's
thumbs.
two thumbs. I
Boom.
love it. Let's get it up.
Mhm.
Jason says, "Oh, uh-oh." See,
Yeah.
even on an impromptu live stream, Jason says, "I'll be there." So, Mav, I asked you, what did you say?
I'll be there. That's
Heck
what I
yeah.
told you.
Let's hit
Yep.
it. All right, here we go. I'll be there, though I may stumble on my way. I'll be there. Oh, it's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, I like the acoustics from inside this mask. It makes me sound like I know what I'm doing.
That's awesome, man. I love it. Jason, thank you, buddy, for getting us started on the right foot here.
Yes, yes, sir.
It just doesn't seem to be right to start a stream without I'll be there anymore, right? It
Yeah.
just doesn't feel right.
Mm-mm.
Polar has the question that many of us have been asking today. Is how is Jake? Well, I texted Jake this morning. Well, he actually texted me first, and then I texted him back. And I said, dude, I'm ready for the wing. I'm ready for the wing challenge, man. And he said, bro, he said, that's been moved to tomorrow. That's the wing challenge is now on Sunday
Oh
because
man.
I think he's feeling a little bit today more than most of us. I
I
think.
yeah, I don't well, the thing with Fireball, and I hate to sound like an alcoholic, but I know my way around whiskey pretty well. It's there's so much like sugar, and it's so syrupy, and
Hmm.
that's the problem. It's good
Yep.
going down. It's nice to have that little kind of
Hmm.
soothing burn, but man, does that
Mm.
stuff just make you pay, So I knew when he was doing that, I was like, oh my God, I hope he's hydrated. And
Right?
because, yeah. And then, I don't know how his whole production thing went. Um, but I was just
Always
sitting there
oh
going,
gosh, I
yeah,
know.
because he said
Yeah.
he had a few hours before he had to go meet with Matt, I think it
Matt.
was.
Yes, and Matt
And
for his production meeting. Yeah.
oh my god. I've
Oh.
had those days. I remember when I worked construction, once upon a time, and I swear to God, I was sweating vodka. Like, that's all like, every time I wiped my brow or I smelled my shirt, it
Oh.
smelled, yeah, so I've had those days. They suck.
Oh,
But, you
dang.
know, to be
Yeah.
23 again, he'll
Oh.
rebound. He'll be fine.
Cause see, I was thinking like in at the age I'm at, and I know, dude. Let me tell you, man. You're. Let me just tell you guys. If those of you young ones that are here,
Mhm.
enjoy your youth. Not to sound like that guy, but let me tell you, things change. That's all I'm
Oh,
gonna
they
tell you.
do. It's
Whoa.
yeah, it's brutal. It's
Yeah.
brutal.
Absolutely.
I've Go ahead. I'm
No, I was
sorry.
just gonna say, Bump says to use them tentacles in KY and smash that thumbs up
Oh,
button, dude.
nice.
Jason with another $2 super chat. Thank you, Jason. Loved last night so much. So proud of you. Oh, thank you, Jason. Man, dude, I am seriously. I think I said it already, but I'll say it again. I am still riding the sense of euphoric feeling from that live stream. It was so amazing and electric. That's the word, Maverick. It was
Yep.
electric last night.
Yep.
And I just, you guys just completely, again, I can't, I rarely stumble to communicate. It's one of my, I think, one of my stronger suits. But I truly am at a loss almost to say how I felt last night. I just couldn't.
Mhm.
It was incredible. So, Jason, thank you, man. I appreciate you so much.
Mhm.
Bob said I was a lot of fun last night. I didn't fall asleep till 7 a.m. East. Dude,
Damn, Bob.
I went to sleep at 6 a.m., which is 7 a.m. your time. So we actually literally went to sleep at the same time, which is crazy.
Yep.
Val says it was epic. Thanks for including our brother Fate. Oh, of course. Fate and I have we really do. We do really are good friends, man. Dino says it was the greatest stream of all time. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you feel that way. I do too. I think it's my arguably the best stream I've ever had here. It just was so electric, and it wasn't. It was just a community. We were all together. I've never had a party where I've had 10 people, 9 people.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
so cool.
crazy. I've never seen that. I mean,
No.
I've never seen a stream like that. And it was nice. I mean, it was nice. No, like, there was disagreements. It was obviously everything was cool with the disagreements, but like, it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a lot of people stepping over each other. Everybody kind of took
No.
their time, and it went good. I mean, but I think a lot of that goes back to kind of what you and everybody like Jake and Fate and
Mm-hmm.
Knight have done. You guys have built such a good positive community, and last night was
Yes.
a perfect example that we could have 10 personalities in one virtual chat room and go damn near, how many hours was that? Five and a half,
It was
6?
5.5, 5.5
Yeah.
hours. I think
So,
was our in count total.
right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that shows, that's a testament to everything that you guys have done. So
Oh,
that's
thanks,
freaking
buddy.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it really was. It was really super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I want to hear everybody here. Dino, Jordan's in the house. What's up, Jordan? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Oh, another $2 super chat from Jason. We all love Maverick. Yeah, we do. He is awesome.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate that
Yeah, thank you,
again.
Jason. Thanks.
Fantastic. Let's see. Who else do we got? Oh, Jason with another super chat. Thank you, man. I'm so glad Faye was a part of last night. Yeah, me too. Again, that was great. Let's see. Who else is here? Let's see. Bam says, I've never been able to catch you on one of your lives until now. The benefits of staying up late. See? There are benefits like tonight
Yeah.
when it's totally unplanned. I was going to go to bed and I said, you know what? I've already got my lights up. I'm already like in filming mode because we just did Leanne's video movie,
Mm-hmm.
which was a lot of fun. And I said, let's just go. I'm not
Yep.
gonna. It's not. I'm not being up till 3 or 4 tonight. This is gonna be literally like an hour, and
Yeah.
it's just gonna be just a little touch base with you.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Bam.
that
If
was
you.
that was great too, by the way. You're I know that
Oh,
you got
thank you.
yeah, that whole thing went good. I was mostly focused on the chat, just
Mm-hmm.
that end of it,
Sure.
but then I had to kill my TV behind me when you sent me the link because I'm like, oh god, I don't want to get him taken down, you know what I mean? So
Oh,
but yeah, no, that was cool. That was good, and it seemed like nothing on my radar popped up, so it was nice. It was a
yeah.
nice
Mm-hmm.
chat.
It was. It was a good
Hmm.
chat and good movie. And she's just a great person. You can just tell how
Yeah,
sweet she is. Just so nice
right.
and so giving to spend time. And she's coming back. I asked her after the stream ended. I said, "Hey, listen, I didn't want to ask you this on camera, but I want to ask you just backstage. Would you be willing to come back?" Since we only have one film from you right now to watch, would you be willing to come back and watch another movie with us?
Mm,
And she says, absolutely. So
cool.
I said, "Have you
Very
seen the
cool.
Scream movies?" And she said, I saw Scream one. She liked it. I said,
Hmm.
I haven't done a viewing party for Scream two or Scream four on the channel yet, or Scream five.
Nice.
So Scream five we're doing next Saturday night, which I didn't even talk about tonight, but we're doing that with Nancy Ann Ritter
Right.
next Saturday. But
Hmm.
anyway, so I think the plan right now is that she's going to come back maybe in July, and we're going to do like Scream two.
Oh,
So
I love Scream too. I,
such
I'm,
a good
I
movie.
yeah, I know. Like, there's some people that they have that kind of towards the back of their list, but that one, I, that one's probably my second favorite. So I know I left a comment in your one of your videos where Nev
Hmm.
gave her ranking, and two is my
Yeah.
two. Like
Yeah,
her
man.
and me and her are pretty close. I think we have one off, but yeah, two is I love that movie so much,
Oh,
so much.
yeah, man. It's so good.
Hmm.
I think it's a great movie, and I think it's one of the stronger. It's my third favorite sequel.
Hmm.
My third
Yeah,
favorite.
right. And for a horror movie sequel, I mean, gosh, it's how do you can't ask for more, because man,
No.
there's been some clunkers that have come, after like you have a Scream 96, which I think that's my number one. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
1A and 1B is
Yeah.
Scream 96 and then Halloween 78. And
Ooh,
they
nice.
can
Me too.
alternate for me. Like it just depends on. I think like when Halloween comes around, Halloween goes back right above it, and then I I I don't know. I'm it can alternate. It could change by the day. But
Totally.
yeah. I mean, to
Love it.
have Scream 2 follow, that's impressive.
Very impressive, man. Like I
Hmm.
said, one of the strongest horror sequels ever. Any
Yep.
franchise. I mean, any of them.
Yep.
Jay says when you're trying to watch, hey Jay, first of all, hi Jay. When you're trying to watch a live stream watch along from earlier, and then Craven hits you with another live stream. I know, sorry, my bad.
The struggle
Uh,
is real.
yeah.
That's what's up, Craven. Oh,
Oh
go
my
ahead.
gosh. Val says, no, no, you're good. I'm just reading through the chat here. Val said, last night showed what an amazing community you've all built. Absolutely. Well, thanks, Val. I'm so
Hmm.
happy with again, I really could pinch myself. I really mean that. It's incredible.
Yep.
Mohammed, what's up, buddy, with another super
What's
chat?
up?
Thank you. I found this channel a few days ago, and it is easily one of my favorite channels ever. You deserve a lot for your awesome work and
Hmm.
content, buddy. Oh, Mohammed, thank you, bud. Man, really, thank you so much. That for a content creator, that means the world, man. Because work so hard to bring content that we're proud of, that we want to present to you, and to know that you enjoy it, and that you not only enjoy it and watch it, but you actually help financially support the channel, dude. That's so, it means the world, and it was such kind words. So thank you. I'm so glad you found the channel, man, and that you're
Yeah,
a part of our family. Thank you.
very cool.
Let's see here. Bam says, I know this is off topic, but Scream 4 was the first movie in the franchise that I was able to see in theaters. Okay. I was too young to see the others, but I grew up watching them on VHS. Hey, that's all right, man.
Yeah,
You
nothing
can't
wrong
help
with
when you're
that.
born, right, Math? You
Nope,
can't help when you're born, buddy. You're just,
nope.
Hey, Blucka. What's up, man? Let's see. Leanne was amazing. She was. Loved it. I know. She gave such insight. It was so
Mm-hmm.
great.
Yeah.
Hello, Nate. Hello again. Yep. Nate was on the live stream party. Surprised to see Craven again. I'm nobody's more surprised than I am.
He's the hardest working man in show business right
I'm
here, guys.
trying, bro. I'm trying.
Yeah.
What's up, Thanos? Good to see
What's
you,
up,
Thanos.
Thanos?
Um, all right. So I had a question here that came in that I want
Mm-hmm.
to mention earlier from Polar that I thought was really a great question. Can you expand on Mickey being a serial killer prior to Ghostface? I wasn't aware of this. I can expand on that. So, if for those who may not know, or maybe not have noticed, I should say, when Debbie Salt or Mrs. Loomis, whichever, I never know what to call the woman, but you know what I'm talking about. When Debbie Salt said that she found Mickey on basically what we would call a dark web, a serial killer
Mm-hmm.
website, and she said there's only, I don't know the number, so don't quote me because this part I don't remember. There's only like 60 active serial
Yeah,
killers in
something like
the
that, like
something like that,
65
or
active,
65. It's 60
something.
something.
You
Yeah,
were right. You're in the ballpark.
I'm in the ballpark. 60 something active serial killers in the country, and she said it was a real something to find Mickey. It was a real gem to
Mm-hmm.
find Mindy, whatever. So basically, what she's revealing to us is that he's an active serial killer
Mm-hmm.
already. She found him and already said he was active, so we don't know who he's killed prior to Scream 2. And
Yep.
that's why I think the prequel idea is so cool because
Right.
you could expand on that. You could do it and you could even do it in like a 6 episode little series if you
Yeah,
wanted to.
like a mini series. Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
That would be so cool. And there's so many little avenues with a lot of these movies that if I mean preface by saying if done correctly, right?
Yeah,
But
of course.
that man, they're just like I get so excited at the thought, and that's what is like so attracted me to your channel and everybody else's channel is it was stuff that I used to sit and I'd kind of run with that idea for a second, and then I'd let it die and no big deal. And then, I found you guys and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm not the only one that does that. And that is one of the coolest ideas. Like I would watch
Hmm.
that. I would give them all the money just for me to be able to watch a series of Mickey pre Scream 2 and see all that stuff that he was up to or how he was doing it. So I would love that. That'd be so cool.
It would, man. I think it would
Mm-hmm.
be, and like I said, it would be hard to get Timothy Oliphant to probably do it because of his age now. But it would,
Right.
but here's how I would, and now this is probably the best possible scenario, just given his age now from where he was then. But what do you think about this idea? What if you were to do a prequel where you have Timothy Oliphant in it now, but
Mm-hmm.
he's telling the story of what he did when he was young, and there's a young actor cast as him
Right. Kind of
as a
like
youth.
yeah, like he's what is that show? The Wonder Years. Wasn't it Wonder
Mm,
Years or something
it
like that
is.
where he
It
would
is.
if I'm remembering correctly, he would kind of
That's
narrate the
he would narrate it.
yeah,
Yes.
and then you would see what yeah, that would be perfect. I'm sure they could find I'm sure there's someone in Hollywood that's got enough acting chops that looks close enough to Timothy Oliphant from Scream 2 that they could pull that off. No problem. No problem. I
Yeah.
mean, we saw what they did with that stagehand and made him look like Dr. Loomis in Halloween Kills, right? So they could make that happen. There's
Oh
no
yeah.
doubt in my mind.
No doubt
So,
in my mind at all, man. You can
mhm.
totally do it. And it wouldn't be like we wouldn't be seeing Timothy doing the murders and stuff, but you really
Right.
can't, I don't think, plausibly at this point, unless he's still killing. But the whole point of a prequel is to be go
Right.
back.
All
So yeah,
yeah.
it's in the past.
What led up to that? Yeah. Yeah. You do the cliffhanger ending where
Hmm.
he actually meets Mrs. Loomis face to face. And that's where you cut it off. Because then we
Yes.
know what happens after that.
Exactly. You pick it right up. You can even have the phone call or the website or the email comes
Right.
through.
Yep.
From
Oh
Debbie
yeah. There you
Salt,
go. Debbie Salt.
and you see
That
him
one.
open up his email, and bam, and that's where it ends. Yeah.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Jason with the $5 super chat, man. Thank you, buddy. Really appreciate it. The two most amazing live streams have been yours last night. Epic. Oh, thank you, man. Also, let's give love to the Night Watch Zone cartoon live stream. So good.
Oh my
Check it out.
god. That
Dude.
was that
Yes.
was so like I thanked him like I had my eyes were watering when I was watching that because it gave me a piece
Hmm.
of my I told him like you gave me a piece of my childhood back. Like I mean, granted, I could probably find that, but it was just cool to be in the community and connecting with all those people that had those. It wasn't just me. At the time when I was a kid, it felt like I was the only kid who loved G.I. Joes or He Man or whatever. So,
Yes.
oh my God, that was such a blast. I told him that was just the best. I love that.
It was fantastic. That's a great
Hmm.
call, Jason. And Jason, thanks for the compliment, buddy, and for being a part of it, and for your super chats. Always so gracious and generous of you.
Yeah.
And speaking of generosity, Muhammad with another super chat coming in, buddy. Thank you. Says Steven, I know you're a huge fan of Scream 4. I am. It's my number two ranked Scream film. But do you have any dislikes with it? Okay. And what are your thoughts on if they had Jill survive at the end? Okay, so yeah, not a perfect movie. I always say that. Scream 1 is the only one I will consider really pretty much perfect, if you ask me. But yeah, so let me think about this for a second because this is hard because I really love this movie. I think one thing that I'm not a huge fan of is the acting performance of Rory Culkin. I guess his name, Rory Culkin.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Charlie, and he wasn't. He wasn't like he was terrible or anything, but I wish I would have had more. Because here's the thing. I guess looking back at it, maybe I'm a little bit harsher than I should be on him because Jill was the one that was the more personality, kind of more involved with things and engaged than Charlie. Charlie was just
Hmm.
talking about movies. That's all he wanted to do. He wanted to stab
Yeah.
Thawne and he wanted to interview Sidney Prescott. That was you know, there wasn't much more to him than that. That I
Right.
really, in my opinion. So, at least with Jill, you had a lot more from her, though. You had a lot more and more time with her too, but
Yeah. She
which
was
helped.
she was great.
Oh,
He
she's
was, and
phenomenal.
I think I always wonder, is it the actor or is it the
The
writing?
writing,
Like
yes,
I can never like there's certain people where I'm like I know that I've seen them do better and I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but maybe I'm wrong. My biggest complaint about Scream 4, I've said this, I've typed this in live chats because I mean, this is like my third stream I've ever been
hmm,
on. So, my biggest criticism of it, and in all honesty, it's probably why I rank it where I rank it, is
okay.
because I get distracted, is the the Vaseline schmear look over the
Yeah,
lens. It's
hmm,
so irritating to me. I always make the joke that if you've seen Shallow Hal, remember when
yes,
he's afraid that if he sees her that it's going to ruin everything. So
right,
he puts all the Vaseline over his eyes
hmm,
and he tells her I've got conjunctivitis or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Well, that's what I feel like I'm doing watching
right,
that movie. It just
hmm,
it messes me up, and I really do like the movie. I really do. Charlie, yeah, he's not that great. I loved Kirby. She was obviously a
oh yeah,
highlight in that movie, and Jill, she's up there in the tops for me, and I know for you as well as far as Ghostface killers. I thought
oh yeah,
her that whole her kicking her own ass scene was just that was I loved it. It reminded me like a mix of like Fight Club and what's it called, Liar Liar.
Liar, liar.
So
Yep.
yeah, so I mean it is good, and that's the thing about Scream is like there's got to be a last place no matter what, right?
Exactly.
Something's got to
That's
be
right.
in
Has
last.
to be.
But it is, of all the horror movie franchises, there's nothing that's got anything close to as the consistency
Hmm.
of this horror movie franchise. So
Yep.
I love every movie. They just, each one's got their faults, and mine
Hmm.
for Scream 4 is just the visually.
Just the visual,
um
the color, the
that's
the the,
it.
the
Yeah, I
light.
don't.
Yeah. Yep.
What is that? Do you know? I don't.
No, I don't know. It's some kind of a. What bugs me the most about that is that I like it honestly doesn't bother me. Like I know some
Hmm.
people it really is a distraction for them. For me, I'm never really I notice it. I mean, it's like
Hmm.
I do see it, but
Hmm.
it never has distracted me from what's happening. But
Right.
what bugs me the most about it is that I don't know why Wes did it. I know he did it on purpose for a reason.
Right. And that was going to be my follow-up question. If you knew what it was,
Nope.
why was that decision made? Because it wasn't made for any of the
Hmm.
three
Yeah.
movies prior.
It
So,
almost makes me wonder if he was going for something at a larger scale. Like
mhm.
maybe as we got into the trilogy, it would have made sense. And I
Yeah,
don't know, like, where if because what if it maybe was alluding to some type of perspective or something that maybe would have made sense as the story unfolded.
it's true.
I
I
don't
mean,
know. I mean, I don't know. I'm
I'm no
just
Wes Craven, right? I am no
right.
Wes Craven, but but yeah, there has to be a reason. I just didn't know if he did
Right.
an interview that maybe I
Never heard it.
missed, or
Mm-mm.
okay.
Never.
If you didn't hear it, then it
Nope.
never was.
Oh
No one heard
gosh.
it.
No, I don't know about that, but
If it when it comes to
thank
Wes
you.
Craven, when it comes to Wes
Ah,
Craven, I
I
feel
try
like
to be.
yeah, you're on
I,
top of it when it comes
I,
to him.
thank you, buddy. I
Yeah,
try. I
man.
try to be very thorough.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't have an answer for that. But there's not much I dislike about the movie. It's my second favorite one. I love the kills. I love the brutality. I love Jill. She's my favorite
yeah,
Ghostface killer after Billy and Stu. She's my
yeah.
number 3 out of 10.
Yep.
And I'm actually doing a video maybe tomorrow where I'm ranking the Ghostface. I've got here. I guess I know I didn't post a video today because guys, I didn't go to sleep till 6 a.m. So, but I did a live stream, and actually I've done two now, so it counts for something. But
Yeah.
I've got some videos coming though. I'm in the middle of working on different various stages. I've got one on Stu. I've got one on my rankings of the Ghostface killers, all 10 of them, yes, including Angelina, and my rankings of the. Well, actually, I did this one. I did it. I was on the Sledgehammer Horror last night for the crazy stream, the amazing stream started.
Mhm.
And for those of you who went over there and saw it, I know a lot of y'all were there. You already know, but I figured I've already done the work to rank my top 10 scariest kids of all time, which is totally different for my channel. I've never done that,
Yeah.
but I've already done the homework. I've done the heavy lifting, so I think I'm just gonna make a video of my top 10 kids. I mean, nobody's gonna probably watch it, but I don't. I'll throw it out there and just in
Mhm.
case. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I had mentioned this to Knight the other day on one of his streams. Have
Mm,
you seen the movie? It's from 1994. It's called The Paperboy. Have you seen that movie?
I don't think
Okay.
so.
It's I haven't seen it probably since 96, to be totally honest. But I sent him a trailer, the trailer of it on Twitter the other day. It's I was sitting there going, that kid, when I was a kid, it freaked me out every month when the
Oh,
paper boy showed up to collect, right? He would
yeah.
come to collect his the monthly bill from my parents, and I was like, oh hell no, dude, I'm not answering the door. I'd wait for somebody else in the house to go get it, because it that movie freaked me the hell out.
Oh,
So
wow.
he's
I've
just a
not seen it.
psychotic, he's like a 12-year-old who gets obsessed with this lady who has a daughter that move into the neighborhood. But I don't know. I'll see if I can find it, and I'll shoot it over to you and let you check out the trailer, because the kid
Ooh,
makes some bold decisions for a child actor, and I don't know if I can't remember if it lands or not. Like if he sticks the landing,
okay.
it's kind of
Bro.
funny, but yeah, you got to check it out if you want to see creepy, crazy kids. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
I'm
That's a good
always
one.
down for something like that.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
Now, Muhammad's second part was real quick. What are your thoughts
Oh,
if
sorry.
Jill? No, you're good. If Jill had survived the if they had Jill's okay. So in other words, if she had lived, what do I think? So I want to go first on the record and say I think Jill is 100% DEAD. She is
Yeah.
not alive. And listen, I'm on the Stu train, and I'm all about because Stu's alive. I'm just not there. Some people try to compare the two and say, well, Jill got shocked. I mean, Stu got shocked. Jill got shocked. No,
No.
not even close. Not even that's
Yeah.
apples and oranges. Not even the same.
Yeah.
Not even the same comparison. So
No.
I don't think she's alive. I know that's not what Muhammad's asking, but I want to throw that out there in case any of y'all are wondering my position on that. I do think she's dead, but had she survived, I don't know, man. I don't really know what happened because she would have been in prison. She would have
Yeah.
been. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I
I,
don't think
I
she'd
would
been
have
locked
I
up.
would have loved to had she not gotten the two, defibrillators
Mm-hmm.
on the noggin, which uh for the record, a TV, what comes out of a TV as opposed to what comes out of those paddles that
Oh,
resuscitate you, it's not even close.
no.
So yeah, that's number one. But I would if that didn't happen, I would have loved to have seen some sort of scene where it's like the end scene or post credit scene where there's a doctor walking down a hallway or something, and you see them, with a clipboard with
Mm-hmm.
Jill's name on it, right? But as they're passing
Oh.
by, you see, Stu Macher, you see like his name, or you see you know what I mean? Like something to go like they're both housed at the same spot.
Oh my
Stu's
gosh.
alive, Jill's alive. We're gonna have the craziest, they're gonna break out and we're gonna have just pure mayhem on our hands.
Could you
You know what I mean?
imagine that duo of those two together?
No, they would
Jill and
be,
Stu?
yeah, they would, no one in Woodsboro would survive.
No. Polar says, thanks for clarifying. You're welcome, Polar. I'm glad I could do it. What's up, Kiki? A Scream prequel would be awesome. Not just in a TV show. Okay. Request everyone. Yeah, I'd be down with a Scream prequel. We could see Maureen Prescott getting murdered. We could see what led to that, like the meeting of Roman and Billy and Stu. We could see all. Because I'm not sure that Maureen was even their first killing. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It could have been, but you could write anything you want at this point with it.
Right. You would think they would do something, or they would want to do something like a warm-up kill, like an easy target, like
Exactly.
go after maybe a drunk homeless person that
Hmm.
nobody's going to know is missing, before you go for the big target, like perfect your craft, so to speak.
Yeah. Jason Dyer, bringing it again. Thank you, man, with a $2 super chat. Nightwatch Zone intros are a fire. Heck yeah, they are. Oh my gosh. I love his intros, man. They're always so good. He does a great job. But Polar says Scream 4 is my second favorite too. Rock on. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Dino has a question for you, Maverick. I'll let you answer this one.
All right.
What are your favorite wrestler, favorite match? We won't spend a lot of time on wrestling, but you know what, Dino?
Yeah.
We'll make it quick. I want you to answer the question.
Um one gosh. I'll just say my favorite wrestler is Bret the Hitman Hart. My favorite match, I would probably say, just real quickly, Hell in a Cell with Undertaker and Mankind. I think that was where he got thrown off through the tables. That was wild, and I was young, and I went nuts for it. So yeah, just to be quick, but
Yeah,
those are the two just right off the top. That's as quick as I could go.
dude, that's awesome. You delivered,
Yeah.
man, on the dime. Like there you
Yeah.
go.
I try.
What's up, Carrie? Good to see you
Hi,
tonight.
Carrie,
Thanks for popping in.
my
Appreciate you.
best friend.
What's up, Steven? Good to see you
So,
here too, man. All right. Let's see here. I'm make sure I've hit everybody that's here. It says the Paperboy is actually on YouTube. You can watch it on
oh,
YouTube. Well, there you
cool.
go. Even better.
Nice.
It's awesome. So, guys, hey, I just have to say now, there's 30 people here in the live stream, and there's only 21 likes. What would Fate say, Maverick?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? That's right, man. Let's smash that thumbs up button, guys, if you
Smash
don't
it.
mind. It'll really help this stream once we get into replay mode. Much
Yeah.
appreciated. And it only
Yep.
takes like 2 seconds. Super quick. Super quick.
Mm-hmm.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. Let's see. Who else do we got? Dino says, OMG, Stu and Jill tag team. Everyone is done. You're not
Yep,
kidding.
I'm telling you, man.
Ooh, my
They would
man.
just go insane.
So awesome. I'm sorry to Jordy. Sorry to Jordy to Craven, but I can't stand you. What? Carrie.
Mm.
What? She's a whiny. Oh, dude. The highlight is her beating the out of herself. Oh my, Carrie. Oh, well, hey, I respect it. I am about as far polar opposite of that view as possible, but I love you and I appreciate your view and I respect your view. It's okay. It's all right. That's the beautiful thing about it. But I don't know, man. Maybe she didn't connect with you. For me, I just first of all, I love the reveal. Thought it was a
Mhm.
fantastic reveal.
Mhm.
Secondly, super vicious, and the only ghost case face killer to this day that has self mutilated themselves.
Mm.
They're that depraved.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Did no? Because Billy and
Nope.
Stu were doing it to. They were
Each other.
stabbing each other.
Yeah, they didn't do it to
Yeah,
themselves. No, he's the only one.
yeah, and she's the only Ghostface who shot a guy in the crotch. So there's that too. I
I'm not
mean,
the girl you cheat
right?
on.
Yeah, that's
Bam.
like. Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh. Use them tentacles. Slice and dice that like button. That's right, Bob. I love Bud.
Nice, Bob.
Now Polar's saying that the shock didn't kill her. It was being shot. She got up after being shot with a piece of glass to stab Sid? I don't
I thought the
I don't
last
think
thing was
so.
clear.
That was the last thing, clear. And then after she says clear, she says, "You forgot one thing, Jill. Don't f with the original." And that's the
Yeah,
final. That's the hammer. No, it's. I think you got it in reverse, Polar. Check it out. Go check it out.
that's how I remember it.
Yeah, same here.
I'm always open to say I screwed up. So
Because after Sydney gave the line of "Don't f with the original," she didn't come back,
yeah, I didn't think so.
right?
Well,
No,
that line would have fallen flat,
fallen flat if she'd have come back.
if he
Yeah,
came back
that's
after that. So
yeah.
that's what I remember. But if
Let's
I'm
double
wrong,
check
I'm
it.
yeah,
Hey, same
yeah.
here. If I'm wrong, hey Polar, if I'm wrong, dude, I'll be the first to say I'm wrong. That's no. Well, let's
Bob's
double
on
check
it.
that.
Bob's on it. He's gonna
Bob,
check.
okay, Bob's gonna pull it up. He'll figure it out for us. Thank you, Bob. What are you doing? Hit that like
Hmm.
button. Carrie says hot take. She doesn't like Jill. That's all right. That's a hot take. That's right, man. That's a hot take. That's what I should have said before I read it. That's all right, Carrie. It's all right. Ghostface Fanatic is in the house. What's up, man? Thanks for popping on to our crazy little impromptu stream.
Hmm.
And this probably will have a lot of
There's yeah. I
improv
was
as
gonna
well.
say there's always improv. If I'm involved, I just go.
Hey, man. Bob says Kyrian and Stu would have been a deadly duo. Oh, man. That's true. Kyrie, did
Hmm.
you see the series, Mav? Did you watch the series? TV series? Scream?
I watched a little bit of it, but TV's it's hard for me with without like streaming, right? If I can stream on my own time, that's the best way that I could stick with like TV stuff. I'm more of like a throw a movie on, if
Hammer it
I'm like,
out?
yep, that's it. So I've seen some of it. I haven't seen all of it, so I'm not that well versed on the TV show.
Oh, that's fair. What's up, Extron? Thanks for coming
What's
over.
up, Extron?
Yeah, man, we're just having a little unscheduled, completely unplanned live stream, and I invited my buddy Mav to come back because he had to leave
Yeah,
early last night. We had a power outage. He couldn't help it.
that
So
was ridiculous.
now Carrie says, I'm salty against Jill because I do not like the moment she had with Sid. Okay. I hate that she was Sid's family and she's did her so dirty. Oh, she did her dirty. She did everybody dirty. That
Well,
was
yeah,
a
she killed her own mom.
Ooh, she killed her
Was that her
mom.
that did? That was her that did her mom,
Yes.
right?
She
Okay,
even
okay.
says, like, she says, I even had to kill my own
Yeah, right.
mom
Okay.
to match you.
Mm-hmm.
And then she says,
Mm-hmm.
no big loss there. That's what she said
Right.
after that. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
Brutal. She's brutal,
ah,
man.
I got you, Carrie. I mean, I feel what you're saying. She did Sydney bad, man.
Yeah.
No doubt. Let's see. Dino says, here's a question I asked Fate before. Who is less believable to be alive? And he said, as much as it hurt him, Jill. He's one step closer to the stew train. Ha ha. Yeah, he is. I love that. Ah, it's hilarious. What's up, Haunted by Horror? Good to see you, man. Welcome back. Well, welcome to the stream. And speaking of which, you know what I haven't done yet, and I just kind of jumped in here without really thinking much, just got to it. Let me say hello and recognize all you amazing. Oops. Oh, sorry. My patrons. I can start with my patrons first. All my patrons, thank you guys. Jason Dyer, right there on the screen, has been already being so generous tonight. Thank you so much. And for my Cravenites at the Craven Cut channel members, hey, I had to make this new slide today because I didn't have these 24 hours ago. Well, actually, I guess I did now, but
Oh,
before last night. So Bob Hunt and the Bearded Inn at Craven Cut members, and I have a couple of new Director's Cut members, James and Ghostface Fanatic, who's here in the chat.
nice.
He moved up to the director's cut level along with Bobby's breakdown. So thank you guys for upgrading your memberships. And of course, at every level, I appreciate you. All levels are appreciated. And Donna Jacoby upgraded her level as well. So thank you guys. Oh, hold on, I want to get that Lantonio's name recognized. There it is. Thank you guys for all your support. I do appreciate you so much. So thank you.
Yeah. You know what's cool is I remember when you had just started that and that you had like 4 or 5 people, and now man, it's like you're rolling movie credits, man. There's so many people on there. That's awesome.
It's
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. It's the Cravenite family is growing, and it's so wonderful, and it blows my mind. And I just love seeing the community that's happening. And man, our watch party is going to get crazy. We're getting so large now. This is so good. Our private watch parties is, man. I'm telling you, it's the cult of Craven. It's growing. It's expanding,
Hmm.
and I mean, we're going to have full blown services soon. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. I
Yeah.
love it. And don't forget, guys, Jason's rules. Jason Dyer, who's in the chat
Mm.
right now. The certain rules to abide by in order to successfully survive a Craven Something Scary live stream. Rule number one: you must have a ticket for the stew train. If you don't have one, you're as good as gone, and you can get one right now if you don't have one. Only a $5 super chat. Rule number two: never say Stu is dead. This is sin. It's an extension of number one. And finally, rule number three: always, in every circumstance, say, I'll be there. Those are some
Beautiful.
those are some great rules.
Yep.
Okay, so hold on a second. There we go. Come back. Where are the rules? Those are the rules.
Those are the rules.
Those are the rules. Okay, so we have a correction to make. Okay, we stand corrected. That's not what I wanted to pull up. Where's that? The screen is going crazy. Give me a second. Where's Bob's comment? I just saw it. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second, guys. Bear with me. My chat just went nuts. Hold on a second. Dun, dun, dun. Maverick, why don't you do the Jeopardy theme
Yeah.
for me while I'm scrolling?
Which one is that? Do
Dun,
do
dun,
do.
dun,
Are we gonna
dun,
get
dun.
copyright though, or no?
You know what? That's a great idea. Let's not do the Jeopardy theme.
I'm sitting there going, I'll do it, but I just don't want to be the reason why something gets pulled.
No, thank you for thinking for me there. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Um,
What's up, Gory? I just
what's
saw.
up, Gore? I just saw it
Yeah.
too. I'm
Yeah.
seeing all this new chats that are in here.
Hmm.
Great to see you, Gory.
Gory's a witch, so she will curse you if you don't hit the thumbs up button. That's
Ooh,
those are facts.
those are facts. Take that seriously.
Hmm.
Um, okay, so Polar. Okay, Polar, and it says that I just watched the scene really fast. Okay, she does get back up after being shocked. Okay, and then gets shot. My bad. I stand corrected.
Yeah. Yeah.
My bad.
Like I said, I'm always open to be like, "Yep, I'm wrong," because what I
So
remember was
yeah,
clear was it, but
I have no
oh well.
problem admitting it when I misremember something. So
Oh yeah.
well done, Polar. You're correct. So the question then is she going to survive the gunshot wound or not? That's the question. And I guess she wasn't double tapped. The only thing I don't like about
Yeah.
it is though she's when at the end scene of 4, she's laying there with her eyes open, not blinking, like
Mm-hmm.
Dewey was.
Mm-hmm.
And I always when they make those shots so purposeful, and I
Mm-hmm.
always just think to myself, why is she not blinking? Like even if you're laying there, you're gonna blink instinctually. You can't. It just happens.
Yeah.
But Polar, I'll give you this, man. All right, I will ease up on my Jill is dead argument to say that she might be alive, but here's my problem, Polar. If she is alive, she's gonna be scrambled brains in my mind. I don't know what kind of brain damage might have happened.
Them's mashed potatoes between her
Mashed.
ears.
That's what I'm thinking. That's the
Hmm.
biggest. So maybe she physically could have survived it, but will she be there mentally? Will she be Jill Roberts? I don't know about that one now.
No, she'll be like Jack Nicholson in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
I
Hmm.
love that.
Yep.
Mohammed with another super chat. Thank you, Mohammed. Have you seen The Irishman? And are you a fan of mob movies? I have not seen The Irishman. A friend of mine actually watched it. He told me he pushed through it for being a very very long movie. Great cast, but no, I never saw it. I'm not a huge mob movie fan, but I will say this: I enjoy Carlito's Way, a little gem with Al Pacino from like '93. If you
Hmm.
guys haven't seen Carlito's Way, it's
Solid movie.
solid. You should check it out. I
Yep.
enjoyed that one. This was probably one of my most favorite ones, and I love Casino.
Yes.
All star lineup on Casino,
Yep. Yep.
which is another Scorsese movie. Those are probably my two. I know Goodfellas. I know there's a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
Godfather Part Two. I love those
Hmm.
original Godfathers. Those were great. Outside
Hmm.
of Godfathers, Casino, Carlito's Way, Goodfellas, not too much. How about you, Mav? Do you like those
Uh,
kind of movies?
yeah, I do. I haven't seen The Irishman, and I heard kind of the same thing that it's
Hmm.
you got to kind of trek through it. And
Yeah.
I'm not against long movies. The new Batman movie is damn near 3 hours, and I loved every single bit of it. But it's Batman, so I could do that. 3 hour mob movie might be tough. The Irishman I heard is got good moments and bad moments, but I'm with you. Like the old school stuff, Goodfellas,
Hmm.
Casino,
Yeah.
Donnie Brasco, like all that stuff, man. I love those movies. I've seen them several times. I'll probably get around to this movie eventually, but I just was never in a crazy hurry to check it out, you know?
Hmm. Yep.
So
100%. Haunted by Horror says we're going to have to build a compound for the Craven cult. Oh
yeah.
no. Ooh, man. I'll tell you what. Could you imagine? That would be so
Hmm.
awesome. I love it.
Somewhere in South Texas.
So I was going to say nowhere near Waco, though. We're not going to Waco. That's
Oh
been
yeah, we
done.
don't need a
That's been
recreation of
done before.
that.
We got to
yeah,
be
let's.
original.
Yeah, we got to be original.
Ghostface, what's up? $10 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Make Me and you should make a Jill is dead train shirt for Jordy. Oh my gosh. Here's the thing, Ghostface. I believe she's dead, but I don't have passion for it like I do Stu. That's my problem. I'm not gonna die on the hill.
Yeah.
I think she's dead, and I'll be very upfront. That's my honest opinion. But at the same time, I'm not gonna. I don't have the passion for Jill being alive like I do for Stu. That's like another level for me. So I wouldn't mind helping you if you want. If you want, I would love to if you have some ideas, let's talk about it. But I don't. It's not. But the stew train, man. Oh, the stew train, man. That's what it's about for me. And I'm in the process of starting to try to get some stew train stuff made for June, shirts and some also some. I've recruited. I've asked if Carrie. And first of all, go once again. Thank you for the chat, and I will help you with
Mm.
that. Um, I've asked Carrie. I reached out to Carrie because her and I were chatting. Had been chatting about it, and to Jackie. Jackie Elaine about possibly designing because they do art and they do different things for design to maybe work on making some Cult of Craven stuff because they think they have some ideas. So I'm very
Mhm.
excited. Hopefully they'll be able to do that, and because it's just not my wheelhouse, man. It's just
Yeah.
not. It's not my
Yeah.
specialty. So we'll see what happens. So oh gosh, gory. So what you're saying is, will she be there? I know where you're going for that. Gory, I know what you're angling for this. And I guess if Jill was alive, the question would be to ask her, will you be there? Because maybe she'll say this. I'll be there. Oh, I may stumble away. That was for you, Gory. That was all for you.
It was beautiful, Craven. That was
Uh,
beautiful.
oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's take a look here. Let's see what else. What else we got in the chat? Anybody else got any questions for us? Otherwise, we can go for a few more minutes here. We've been going for almost an hour now. Well, Maverick came a little bit after I started, so we'll go another 15 minutes. How about that?
Yeah, whatever works, man. I'm good.
Let's do that. Haunted says Stu has to come back for his final scare. Yeah, he does. Heck
I hope
yeah.
so. I hope so.
Man, I do too. I really do. I want to see the man, the legend himself back.
Yeah. Well, and not only yes, there it is.
Oh man, look at
There it
that.
is.
Beautiful.
Everybody that's been going to these conventions and just coming back with like all these amazing stories, like you see them on Twitter, like people that not even in this chat or that come on your show or anything, and it's like he's a good dude on top of it. You know what I mean? Like it's just like I want more of Matthew Lillard. I want him to be the if they redo Freddy, I want him to be Freddy Krueger. I think he's got he's a bigger frame dude, so he'll look good on camera, but he's got the crazy, he's got the funny, like he checks all the boxes for Freddy. I want Matthew Lillard like in everything. I want him in everything. So
I know.
um
I do too, man.
so I'm hoping that they bring him back. I'm hoping that they can piece the puzzle perfectly together and just hush all the haters. That's what I want so
Yeah.
bad. So bad.
Dude, I just can't imagine because Eric, bless Eric's heart, the Beard Entertainment. He's the one. I told him, I said, man, look, I don't go on Reddit. I don't. I refuse to go to that. I won't. I never
Yeah.
go there. I don't do this for toxicity. I don't. I have no. I want no part of it. And so he's like, I'll go for you. So he's going. He's going. Eric, you're great.
He
So
does
he
recon.
his recon. He goes to look at
Nice.
recon. Like, what are the stupid haters saying? And and like he mentioned, when was it on? It was on Fate's 7K stream earlier
Oh,
tonight.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and he had mentioned something in there. He's like, the problem is like they don't know how to like respectfully disagree. They
Right.
don't. All they do is they just spew toxic language, and that seems to be the issue, and
Yeah.
that's uncalled for. And I mean,
No.
look, I believe the stew's live. I don't spew toxic stuff to people who don't believe that. I don't. It's
No.
You're entitled to believe anything you want to believe.
Right.
I'm just sharing with you my passion, and this is
Right.
why. And
Right.
what I love is when other people share that with me. It's fun,
Right.
like
Yeah.
yourself and so
Mm-hmm.
many people on the stream tonight that are on the stew train. This is what I mean. It just makes it more fun when you have more people that enjoy what you enjoy, right? That's what we.
Yeah.
It's a connection we all have, and
Absolutely.
and Bob, I know
Absolutely.
Bob believes Jill's alive, and I think, dude, look, there was no headshot, and you're 100% right, buddy. There was not a headshot, and so it's at this point in time, can I tell you like I know like I mean no, because we know the only way to kill him is what do we say? We know it. We know the rules. You gotta hit him in the head.
Got to give him one with the
So
bean.
so Bob, I give you that, buddy. So Bob says neither did Stu. Exactly. So until I see improvement, okay, man, you do it, buddy. You hold on to that, man. There's nothing,
Yeah.
not a darn thing wrong with that at
You
all.
know what? The thing I appreciate the most about that, Bob, is that you're consistent. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
that's
Like
right.
I
Yes.
hate when people want to make an argument fit one thing, but then they use their own logic against them to fit something else or
Hmm.
against something else. So I appreciate you being consistent, Bob. You're my
Yep.
kind of guy.
Exactly right, man. That's right. Ghostface Fanatic, what's up, man? $5 super chat. Thank you, bud. What's your guys' thoughts on the idea of the Ghostface robe to get advancements like stab proof and bulletproof? Oh, so like the robe gives you power, like it gives
Hmm.
you extra strength, extra, and more than human abilities. I don't know, man. Maverick, what would you take on if they did that in Scream 6 or
Well,
something?
I I'm always of the thought of if it's not broken, don't fix it. You know, like I'm fine with the costume being the costume. If they put a bulletproof vest on underneath it,
Hmm.
totally fine. But like, and maybe I'm misreading the super chat because
Yeah, let us know, buddy.
yeah, I
If you,
love Ghostface. They always put funny stuff in there and in the chat. So maybe I'm just not that bright and I'm misreading it. But I don't want the robe, like the cloth itself, to be like a Batman cape or you know what I mean? Like I don't want it
hmm.
to be like a superhero type thing. I enjoy things being grounded in reality way more. Like I appreciate them way more on film. So
Yeah.
yeah. So if they throw a vest on underneath, totally good with it. But if it's like a Kevlar robe or something, like I could do without that.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that if I'm reading it right, Ghostface, and do let us know if we're misunderstanding you. But my thought is, what do you think of the idea, the concept that wearing the Ghostface robe allows you to, in some way, be bulletproof or stab proof with the robe itself, right? That's and like Maverick said, that's maybe it's not. If you're saying if it's not laid in with what's that Kevlar,
Yeah,
right? That kind
Kevlar.
of that Kevlar and all that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
So I mean, if you have a robe that has that in it, I think that's great. That's beautiful, actually. It's really brilliant. But if you're
Mm,
talking about no, just putting on a robe and you have like this supernatural source of or darkness and strength, like a Michael Myers, where
right.
when he puts the mask on, I would not personally like to see that because that's no longer really Scream. Because the realism aspect of Scream is one appeal of the movie, and it's always been based there. So if you were to turn it into something that was beyond that, supernatural in some way, it's no longer really Scream. It's now kind of something else. I'd rather just call
Yeah.
it a different kind of movie.
Yeah. Well, like I know that there's like stick proof gloves and they have Kevlar style like neck coverings. Like a lot of times they're for like prison guards and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
I don't think that would make it bulletproof. I know that's more for like those, makeshift shanks and shivs and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I know that I'm sure there's some Kevlar style robe maybe that they could make, but it's not going to stop a bullet. It would probably stop a Swiss Army knife or something. So
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing like, yeah, that's a lot of power behind it.
mhm.
Ghostface says Matthew Lillard playing. Hey, I've said that before on the channel, man.
Yeah,
Having Matthew
yeah.
Lillard playing Freddy. Whoa.
He's checks all the boxes. You like, come on, they have to at least consider it.
Extron. Which game is better than a Scream movie? None for me.
Um,
I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a hater. I just being honest. I don't like. There's not one Friday the 13th movie I like better than a Scream movie. There's just
yeah,
not.
I think as a whole, I don't know if I would put. Gosh, I really, I don't want to take up that much time thinking about it. As of right now, I
Right.
can't. I do like Friday the 13th, but I can't think of
Yeah.
one that I like over,
Right.
any of the Scream movies at this point. But maybe I just would have to. I would really have to rack my brain. So, um,
Yeah.
good question. You puzzled me. So,
Yeah. Muhammad with another super chat. Thank you, man. Goodfellas would be my choice. It's possibly my favorite movie of all time. Yeah, it's really good.
yeah, it's such a good
Definitely my top
movie.
two. I would love so much. It's so great and so close to my heart. That's awesome, Muhammad. It's a phenomenal movie. It's a masterpiece film. I have
Yeah,
no problem saying that about Goodfellas.
yeah,
Totally. Stu Crew.
I love it. I love it.
Gory, I need you on the stream to give me your little Stu. It's so good. She does it maybe better than anybody. I love it. I just love
Mm-hmm.
it when she does it. When she says
Mm-hmm.
that. Let's see. Dino says, now that his Stu is older, do you want him to come back as the same over the top, crazy Stu we know and love, or more methodical, still crazy, but more of a mastermind type? I think it's for me, more the latter. But he's still going to be crazy. I don't think his whole personality's completely changed.
Yeah. Tigers don't change their stripes, even with old age, you know. I think
Hmm.
he's gonna have some of that crazy still left in him. just maybe more on the subdued side when it comes to
Yes.
like I think it's one of those things like how they say the baby rattlesnakes are always the most dangerous ones, right? Because they just hit you with everything they got. And once they get older, they kind of know they size up their what they need for what their prey is. And I think that's how he would be. I think he would be a lot more. He would conserve that energy for when he really needs to let it loose. So
Yeah.
that's what I think.
Yep. Totally. I agree. I think he's gonna be he's gonna be the same guy, but he's gonna be changed as well, like we all do when we get older. And
Right.
but I think he could be even. I think he could be a master manipulator now at nearly 50 years old. Oh,
Hmm.
absolutely. Because,
Yep.
oh man, I think he would be vicious as a mastermind and absolutely love it.
Yeah. Yep.
Riot says, I have my doubts about Stu being live. Hey, that's okay, Riot. Look, there's going to be something going on next month that you're going to want to tune into. And I don't have a date yet. We talked about June 4th, but I'm moving the date for some other reasons that it's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
So,
Just keep
so
an open mind. Keep
just
an
keep an
open
open
mind.
mind. That's all I've ever. That's all I ever say is just keep an open mind. Be open to hearing the evidence, and the different perspectives on it. And you may find yourself waking up one morning and all of a sudden you're on the stew train. It
Yeah.
just
There it
happens
is.
over. It can happen overnight. Just like bam, there he is, and you wake up and you're like,
Boom.
let's go. You're gonna
Let's
be like.
do it.
Then I'll be seeing you coming in here at Riot saying hashtag get it up,
Yeah.
hashtag stew train. It could definitely happen.
Yep. That
Oh,
was one
let's
of the
see.
most ironic things about when I found your channel is I didn't really have people that liked horror movies that much, except for one friend who ended up moving to Texas around
Mm-hmm.
junior high, and he was the one that like his older brother introduced me to all the horror movies. Halloween, everything. We were like 6, 7 years old watching all this stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So yeah, that's I didn't know that people even I didn't know there was a stew train, like, I didn't know there was a you being the conductor. I didn't know any of this existed, and then I find your channel and you're talking about stew. I'm like, "Oh my god, like, I'm not the only one."
No,
So,
you're
yeah,
not.
man, it
That's
was
so
cool.
cool. That's
Hey, what's up,
awesome.
Fate? Fate's in the chat.
Oh, what's up, Fate? Welcome, man. Welcome. We're just doing a little late night. We're not going to go crazy tonight. We're going to be wrapping up here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Uh, but glad you're here. That's
Mhm.
awesome. Let's see here. Da, 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 da. Oh, another super chat came through. Okay, so Ghostface, the $5 super chat says, "I meant the material on the robe. Okay, could be stab proof and bulletproof, not like Batman. Ah, okay, now I'm down with that. If we're talking about just a natural human thing, but it's just made that way. I love it
Mhm.
personally. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, either way, so would the mask be bulletproof? 'Cause that's one of the things that
Ooh.
drives me nuts about even this Batman movie that came out is like you see him when he takes off the mask, you see it folds in, right? So it's not a hardened material, and he's taking rounds left and right in this movie, and it's like, why not just shoot him in the head? Like, shoot him in the mouth. His face is right here. Like, that ain't bulletproof. That's just his, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'd be okay with it. I don't like I said. I'm more of like the if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just
Yeah.
let it be. But I I, I could
Yeah.
be swayed. I could be swayed.
Well, thanks, Ghostface, for the super chat,
Yeah.
man.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate that. Obviously, it means a lot. Extron says, I think people are overly obsessed with Jason that they confuse how bad most movies. Look, it's all subjective, man. So I know people like Night Watch Zone. It's like one of his favorite franchises. He loves all, and
Yeah.
I think it's great. It just depends on every individual, man. We know there's. I guarantee you, I could find some people that would say they would take Friday the 13th over Scream all day
Yeah.
long. I guarantee
Absolutely.
you they're out there. So
Yeah.
it's just that
Well,
we
it's yeah,
it's
it's like
art.
yeah, it's like food, right? Like I
Yeah.
could taste something and be like, "Oh my god, this is the greatest mac and cheese ever," and you could taste it and be like, "This is garbage."
Hmm.
And I think unfortunately for a lot of those movies in the 80s, they fell product to like just they were just crapping those things out for money. They didn't care what they were putting
Yeah,
out. And
so true.
yeah, and so I feel like there's some nostalgia depending on who it is, right? Like if I don't know how old Night is specifically, but for me, um I remember those movies when I was a kid, and they have a special place in my heart. But I also so does
Hmm.
Scream. So I was kind of right in that range for both. And so that's why I'm kind of impartial to I can say that I like Scream, all the Scream movies better, but I'd really have to stop and think about it because there are some Good Friday movies that I do like. And there's a lot of bad ones. There's just a lot of bad ones, unfortunately. So
Yes, yes. There are. I mean, now I will say Jason X is one of my favorite ones as a guilty pleasure.
that has my favorite kill in it. The
Which,
cryo yeah, the cryogenic face
oh,
smash. I love that. I thought that was so
yes.
cool.
I
I
do
I
too, man.
yeah,
It's a guilty pleasure, which is what Carrie was just mentioning. I think she said it well that most of them are guilty pleasure movies, but are still enjoyable watches. Most of
right.
them, I would agree with that.
Well, that's like oh, go ahead. Read
Yeah, yeah.
his super chat. Sorry.
Yeah, so Ghostface with another $5 super chat. Thank you, buddy. So I think he's clarifying. So basically, what I'm asking is if you guys would be down to have the Patron be bulletproof instead. Yes, I'm
Mm.
going to say 100% for me. The answer to that's yes. Maverick, what about you, man?
Um, I'm gonna resort back to if it's not broke, don't fix it.
So you're
That's
saying no, then you
yeah.
don't want. You're not down with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Fair enough.
open to it, but I would prefer them just to stay the course.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Extron with a question. Craven, what nightmare movie is better than a Scream film? Oh, okay. Well, okay. This is actually easy for me because A Nightmare on Elm Street is a masterpiece level film.
Yeah.
So is Scream 1, so is Carpenter's Halloween 78. There's a few others. So after Scream 1, the original Nightmare on Elm Street would immediately be number 2. Period.
Mm,
Because the other 4 Scream films are all really good and I really enjoy them.
yeah.
But I don't call them masterpiece films. The only one I call it's a masterpiece, Mav, is the first one.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
so I think for me, masterpiece for Elm Street one two masterpiece films. They have to be one A, one B. So I
Right.
would say Nightmare on Elm Street is absolutely number one, only number
Hmm.
one. Would be better
Yeah.
than any Scream sequel, but still not better than the original Scream. I think they're exact dead even for me.
Right. I the one thing I can say is I do like obviously the first Nightmare on Elm Street. I like Dream Warriors. I really do
Yeah,
like that
it's
one.
fun.
And what New Nightmare. I
Mm,
love that movie so much that because
yep,
it was like it was his warm-up lap, right, for Scream, that the
two
meta,
years
all the
before.
yeah, all the meta,
Hmm.
everything. It was like he was ramping up to, fine tune what he 2 years later he produced. And like I said, Scream 96. That's probably the horror movie I've seen the most. I don't think I've seen another horror movie more than that one. There was a period of time where I didn't even have cable, and all I had was a few DVDs, and I watched that movie every single night. Like I would just start it back over if I woke up and just
That's so
start it back
cool.
over. So, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
man.
And real quick, Carrie and Gory, I'm seeing your guys' chat. So, Gory, your stream earlier was great, and Carrie, yes, we are on the same wavelength. So, I want to let you guys know I am paying attention to the chat.
Rock on. All right. So, Gory B. Gory says I gotta go and film something for Craven. I'll be right back. Oh, or will
Oh.
I don't know. That's not a. Gory, I don't know. I hope you'll be back. But whatever you're filming, I'm very intrigued because I don't think I know what that is. So I'm excited.
Mm.
I don't know what that is. I'm very, very my all my antennas are up. All my
Uh,
tentacles are done.
all your and tentacles are up.
Yes, and tentacles. Love it. Ghostface with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Ghostface. You're so generous. Also, what if they made the material on the mask bulletproof and stab proof as well with the robe? There you go. So the whole suit, everything, whole kit and caboodle. I
I
mean,
mean, yeah,
you know how I feel about it. I think it's great. I'll tell you, I would say do it. I think it's
yeah,
kind of cool.
yeah. So what you just like? Do you have to set them on fire then?
Well,
Like
that's the question. How do you kill them?
how
I
do you kill
know.
them?
I
Right,
know.
and that is kind of a big hurdle. But you know what? If they do it for six to where we actually have Ghostface that carry over to the next movie, and that's the first time, which leads me to like predictions for six and for Halloween ends. What I could be down with that. It's just like how do you combat this, right? Like how there has to be some sort of resolution. So how do you get around basically a suit of armor? Like it is kind of like you're taking on Batman. Batman
Well,
with bad intentions.
I have an idea. One way you could do it. This is the only thing I can think of without really thinking about this more. You got to go for the feet. You got to
Mm,
stab the foot through the boots.
yeah.
You got to shoot the feet, and then if you can get them on the ground, you take the mask off or
Mm-hmm.
something. But
Mm-hmm.
that's all I got. It would be hard.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would think because I would think that you could probably try to set them on fire and then hope to like the smoke, right? The smoke inhalation would kill them, but
Oh.
that wouldn't be a very like Sam's kill in Scream 5. Like it's not a very sexy kill, right? It's like, oh, they died from smoke inhalation. Like we don't want to see that. We want to see what we saw with Sam and Richie. That's what we want to see. So
Heck yeah, man.
yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, we wanna see we want to see what we saw with. I guess Sam. I mean, like, I knew something was wrong. I'm like, what is
Oh
missing?
yeah.
Something's missing here. It's been bugging me, and I just realized my background has changed. I'm like, okay, there we go. That's more like a home, being a home.
Yeah.
I'm not staying in a hotel. I'm back at home now. So, Ghostface, thank you so much, man, for the super chat. We appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Well, let's take a look here. A sexy kill, Carnage Candy.
There it is.
Do I
Carnage
like
candy.
Scary Movie more than Scream? No,
No.
not even close.
No.
Uh, nope,
It's funny, but no.
no. I know. Craven, there you Craven versus Craven. Take your pick. That's right. Legend versus exactly. I mean, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No wrong answer at that point.
So Ghostface is saying the tech. It's a new generation suit. It would be something. There's a more technology in it. Okay. So we're yeah. I mean, look, I'm open. Look, we had a voice changer in Scream 3 that was
Hmm.
amazing. And I
Hmm.
loved that they brought that in there, that technology. I don't know where it came from, how they
Yeah.
do it. I don't care. I don't need to know. It doesn't
Hmm.
bother me. I just love her for what it is.
Right.
So if they did the same kind of thing here with that, where I'm like, I would be like, let me see what they're doing. Show me. Let me see it. Let's see what we got. I may love it, dude. I may seriously
Hmm.
like it, you know?
Hmm.
But I may not. I would have to see it, I think, for me to know for
Yep.
sure. But I'm open to it. How about you,
Yeah.
man?
Yeah. I mean, I'm I'm open to anything. I'll try anything once and twice if I like it, as they say, you know? So, like, if it works, it works. But I mean, that's you're taking a risk, right? By making that change, you may turn most of your target audience or most of your fan base, you may turn everybody off and against you, and then you'll forever be known as the guy who ruined Ghostface. So you are rolling the dice, and if you're good with it, you know what I mean. Like as the director or the writers, if you guys are good with it, hey man, more power to you. I'm all about taking chances. So you just gotta is the juice worth the squeeze? And if they
Is
feel
the
like it and they want to
juice?
worth the
I don't think I've
squeeze.
ever heard that before. Is the juice
Are you being
worth?
sarcastic or are you being serious?
No, I'm actually being serious.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think I've heard that. I like it. Is the
Yeah.
juice worth the squeeze? That's going to be like I'm going to tweet that out real quick.
Yeah, for sure,
I'm
man.
just gonna tweet it out, man. I'm serious. I never heard that.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And it's the one thing
There's
I love about being from different parts of the country. There are some sayings that are just native to that region.
yeah. Oh
Not
yeah.
saying this is. I mean, maybe I'm just the only one that hasn't heard it, but I think it's cool, man.
Yeah.
Is the
Yeah.
juice worth the squeeze?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just like
No, no, you're
I
good.
was just I was thinking if I've ever heard it before. I don't think I have.
Yeah, you're good. That's no worries. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, you just gotta, if you want to go that route, you may be a hero by the time the movie's done. Or you might be the guy that the Ryan Johnson of Scream. You know what I mean? You might be that guy. So you just, if I wouldn't personally do it, I would be like, look, Wes never did it, so at least I'm gonna stay true to this. I'm gonna do the story my own way, but hey, you know what? More power to you if you want to do it. So absolutely.
Why not? Yeah, sure. And yeah, it's a risk. You roll the dice.
Hmm.
But sometimes you roll the dice and win too.
Absolutely. Sometimes you hit seven, and sometimes you hit snake eyes. You just never know. But that can all be ironed out too in how they do it. Like there's more than just, oh, if they got a bulletproof suit and that's it. There's they could write stuff around that to make it easier to digest, I guess.
Bro, I just tweeted that out and, and tagged you on it, man.
Nice.
I think it's
Tight. Oh
great.
yeah, I just
I
got
love
my
to
alert.
I love to pick up new little things, and maybe I'm the only one here who's never heard it, and I think it's fun. I love it.
Cool. Good.
By the way, Gory says I've been having this thing up forever. I forgot it was even there. Gory said thanks for checking out our stream earlier. That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I love supporting everybody.
Same, man. It really
Hmm.
is.
Yeah.
Pluto says, "Oh God, you're back at it again."
Yeah.
Pluto, I promise you, we are not going much longer. It's yeah. If I do 2 nights like that in a row, I'll just drop dead, man.
Yeah.
That'll be.
Yeah.
I'll have nothing left in me for a long time.
We don't want that, Craven. We want you around forever. So
Well, thank you.
yeah.
Same here. Is the juice worth the squeeze?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
love it. Polar. Oh no, that was that. What? See, that was on my channel by Bearded the Entertainment. I mean, yeah, the Bearded Entertainment. Sorry,
Yeah.
it dropped that very casually in a conversation. I never heard that before either. Like you're young,
No,
never.
I didn't even know what that was from the other day when you guys were talking about it. It sounded funny, so I was laughing, and I could kind of do the math on what it meant, but that's funny. I've never heard that ever. So
Nope. So we've got two. So Polar, we've got two now. Maybe you've heard the other one, but I'm considering it two. We've got Yuck, Your Yum, and we've got Is the Juice Worth the Squeeze? We got to remember
yep.
these. Ghostface Fanatic with a $10 super chat. Thanks, man. We need more quality chase scenes between.
Yes.
Oh, yes, we do. Dream 5 had
Please.
none. And
Please, please, please.
would you be guys, well, hold on, would you guys be down for them to fly to Canada in the opening? Oh, like actually seeing them literally flying to Canada, like actually saying we're in Canada. That's interesting. I mean, I'm fine with that if they wanted to like say we're going there to scout for college or
Right.
something. But
Yeah.
I kind of suspect they'll likely just not say they're in Canada and they're going to pretend they're somewhere else. I still think it's New York, but
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the main thing with that is I don't want them to I don't if they do the flight to Canada thing, like I don't want there to be a Ghostface attack in the airport. Like
mm,
one of my biggest complaints about the whole attack on Sam in the hospital is like, and I don't know where everybody is from, but if you've been in a hospital, there's security, there's like it's like a Vegas casino. There's freaking cameras everywhere. So it's like you're it's not the risk is not worth the reward. The risk, that how high a risk it was for them to get caught, a doctor, a nurse, somebody seeing them. How did you sneak off to go change into that, the ghost face outfit in the first place and then do the attack? But the end game wasn't even to kill her, so you just wanted to scare her. Basically because they needed her to get to the end, right? They wanted the payoff to where they could frame
Yeah.
her as to be the
Hmm.
the big killer. So her dying right there was never a part of the plan, and all the security and everything going around there, like it just, for me it was like that was stupid. Why did you do that? And it, imagine an airport, right? Like post 9/11 airport, like,
Oh yeah.
so
No.
don't do, if they do that, if they go to the airport or they're showing them fly, don't do an attack in the airport, because I'm just like, I'm out. I can't suspend, I can suspend disbelief for a
Right.
little bit. But then
Hmm.
when I, my brain doesn't stop and I start thinking about all that other crap, and it just, I can't do it. So
Yeah. Makes sense, and I agree 100%. Airport, no airports, and no more hospitals.
yeah.
But I agree, Ghostface. We need quality chase scenes. I was hoping in five we were going to get some chase scenes like we had in Scream 2. We had tons of Scream. Listen, for those out there who like to beat up on Scream 3, not saying you guys, I'm talking about just in general. One thing that, and which I think is still unwarranted, what's a whole other discussion. We'll save that for another night. But I still have said, I have this to say: no one can say that movie does not have chase scenes. That movie is got a lot of chase scenes in it.
Yep.
Wes brought the chases in that movie,
Yep.
and I miss
Absolutely.
him. I miss him in
Yeah.
five, man.
Yeah. Well, that, if there's anything, if Scream 6 is going to follow Scream two's footsteps, and that's why I was wondering if you have any other, if you have any predictions for Scream 6. One of my
Hmm.
predictions is Gail is going to get her first call from Ghostface.
Oh,
She's
I
going to
hope
be, it's
so.
going to be after hours. She's going to be in her news studio, right? She's going to be in like the in her office, maybe, that kind of leads into where she does her show.
Hmm.
And we're going to get the studio chasing that we got from
Oh,
Scream 2. That's the best chasing I can think of in any horror movie. And correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, guys. Let me know if there's one that's better that I'm not thinking of. But for me, that one was where I'm on the edge of my seat and I'm leaning and I'm, getting all, I'm
yeah, man.
squirming and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
no, oh, like that one hit every mark perfectly. And I'm anticipating we're going to get some version of that with her at her news station and Ghostface after her, after she gets her first phone call. That's my bold prediction. One of my bold predictions for Scream 6.
Yeah. Love it, man. I love bold predictions on this channel. This
Yep.
channel was built on bold predictions.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my gosh, we still got people talking about the Yum Yucks. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
So Pluto says, I want to know what happened to We Have More Stories to Tell in Woodsboro, which they did say that. Radio Silence did. I was all about that being where we stay. Well, Pluto, I'll give you a silver lining. All right. I'm not convinced that we're leaving Woodsboro completely. All right. I'm not. I think we are. I'm going to say that I will say this. You guys know I've been pretty vocal about it. I think we are because of where this production office is. I'm connecting dots. I know it's not in concrete, but the production office, as you guys know, is right across from McGill University, literally. And they're filming in the summer months, which is summer break on campus. It's a film friendly campus. They have many films and TV shows filmed there. You add all those are pretty compelling when you see them together. Like in a court case, unless you have an eyewitness or somebody on video, right? You're going to have to make a case by lines of evidence. And so when you put them all together, we have fingerprints, we have clothes, we have a gun. It's compelling when you put it together. And so I just think we have a lot of smoke around this movie being on a college campus. That's all. So
Yeah.
I think it is leaving Woodsboro. I think it's New York because the skyline, guys. This Mav, you've seen the images, right?
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
cityscapes. You could be in New York if you get down to street level,
Oh yeah.
and it could totally be convincing.
Yeah. You need
So
about 2 stories and it could be New York. That's it.
it could.
That's yep.
That's all you need. So Pluto. Now I just said that because that's what I believe is going to happen. But I will say the silver lining is that it doesn't mean it will. we could definitely still be in Woodsboro. They could be filming in Montreal, not even at the college campus. They found a little quaint suburb of Montreal, and it looks like
Mm-hmm.
Woodsboro, and
Mm-hmm.
that's where we are. So, hey, listen, anything is still possible, which is the beautiful thing about being this early.
Right.
These theories are all still plausible, but
Yep.
I'm just trying to hone in my predictions based on what I see cumulatively. So, Maverick, what do you think, man? Do you think that my theory makes sense, or do you buy into it, or are you still on the fence? What do you think is going to happen?
No, I mean, I haven't heard anything that you just said that I disagree with. I
Okay.
actually, I mean, you kind of just you to not drag it out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would say the same exact thing you said, just not as eloquently. That's
Oh, yeah.
so.
Okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
no. So I agree
Uh,
with you. I
all
agree with
right.
you. Hmm.
Dino says Scream. I always liked Scream 3 gets a lot more to hate. I 100%
Yeah,
agree.
it's a
Carrie
fun
says
movie. It's a
it's so fun.
mhm.
Carrie, good night. I know you got to get to bed. Good
Night
night.
night, Carrie.
Thanks for hopping in for a little bit. Ghostface Fanatic with another $5 super chat, my man. Thank you, buddy. Cream 3 is underrated. Yes, it had the best chase scenes. Exactly. That's what I was just saying.
Yeah.
That scene when Tyson was running down the Oh, that was
Hmm.
that poor. I felt bad. All he wanted to do was get away. He was stabbed, and he's still running as fast as he can, trying to get
Yeah.
downstairs.
Yep.
And then he gets not only is he stabbed, he gets unceremoniously discarded off the balcony of this
Hmm.
and hits the. Oh, it's terrible. Died like C.C.
Hmm.
Cooper.
Yep.
And Ghostface Fanatic, I'm 100% agree with you, dude. It might arguably be the most or the best chase scenes of any of the films. It's possible.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to say for sure, but if it's not one, it may be number two.
Yeah. I think it volume wise, I think it's the best movie for chase scenes, but I
Yes,
still
volume
think
wise.
the
Yes,
best chase scene is Gale at Windsor College. So that's
bro.
yeah,
That
that's
sequence. Oh,
so good.
I mean,
So good.
I've seen that thing like I don't know hundreds of times. I don't know how many times, and I still am in like the attention of that is just it still gets me. I know what's going to happen. It doesn't matter. It's so well filmed and scored and just
Yep.
it's and performed. The tension
Mhm.
is phenomenal in there.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that's right, man. I don't hate anything Scream. Exactly. I just like some more others, and that's fair. Yeah, it's never been a bad Scream film. There's not at all. All right, guys, we're gonna go. I said 15 minutes longer, and that was like 35 minutes ago. Here we go. I'll go 10 more minutes, Mav. Let's go 10 more minutes.
All right.
That brings
Uh,
us to 2
yeah,
a.m.
that's
Central.
that's good. I've got something I want to ask for you, and if
Yeah.
they want to, anyone wants to chime in the chat. So for this, we're gonna switch to Halloween ends if you're cool with that. Oh, Bob,
Oh,
thank you, man.
let's say goodnight to Bob. Bob's
Yeah,
heading
good
out.
night, man.
Good night, man. We'll catch you soon, buddy.
Yeah, we'll be going to sleep soon too.
Tyson, yeah, he had the rug pulled out from him. He did.
Yeah, he
That
was
poor
done
guy.
dirty.
He was the
he,
rug pulled out, stabbed,
yeah.
thrown off the. Oh, it's terrible.
Hmm.
All right, go ahead. We
Okay,
can switch to
so
Halloween. Let's do it.
yeah, just I mean, real quick, I just want to hear your thoughts. Okay, so
Yeah.
um, for the first two David Gordon Green Halloween movies, we've got a lot of Easter eggs, mostly from obviously how 78, um, Halloween 2, where I kind of just say the hospital was the
Hmm.
big kind of nod to Halloween 2.
Right.
Halloween 3, we got the season of the witch masks. Halloween 4, for kills, I feel like that mob was the same as the Halloween 4 mob, just kind of a more
Hmm.
modern day version of it.
Yep.
So, my question to you, what from the remaining movies, and I'm assuming Rob Zombie is going to be excluded from this list just because he kind of he did his own thing. But so we still have Halloween 5, Curse of Michael Myers, H2O, and
Hmm.
Resurrection that I can't think of any Easter eggs from those. So correct me if I'm wrong in the chat.
Hmm.
What do you think from those four movies can you see them doing in Halloween Ends? So, like,
Mm.
I'll give you an example
Yep. Go ahead.
if you want.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead. Start
I
us
will
off.
I am going to make a bold prediction that we are going to get a Cult of Thorn, but not in the way that we had in Halloween 6. I think we're going to have like crazy Michael fanboys that are in a Cult of Thorn, right? Like that's their cult, or that is like there's a shrine of Michael and all the shit that he did, or sorry, the stuff that he did.
Yeah. Hmm.
So that's I feel like there's going to be something about that. Like there's going to be some way they're going to crowbar that in, just so they can get their little nod to Halloween 6. But I was trying to think the other day, what could they do from Halloween 5? Like, or H2O. Is there anything that you
Ooh.
can see from those movies, or Resurrection? God forbid they do some
Oh.
found footage stuff, or
Oh.
you know what I mean? Like, but
Some
is there
karate
anything?
chopping.
Right? Yeah, like Lori's gonna throw a roundhouse kick to Michael and say trick or treat, mother
Trick or
effer.
treat, mother. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Uh, okay. Let's see. I think. Oh, I think Pluto's saying good night. Good night,
good night,
Pluto. Have a
Pluto.
good night. See you. Catch you next time. Hopefully, soon. So, all right. This is kind of funny. This may be a funny answer here.
Hmm.
So I see here just real quick for those in the chat, in case you guys haven't seen it. Fate says, whenever I shut off this live stream, do you guys want to keep going over on his channel? So that, hey man, if you guys are up for staying up later, after we shut off, you go ahead, man. Fate's knock yourselves out, man. You have a good time. Fate's always a good time. He's always a party. So if you guys are here and thinking about going to sleep and you didn't see this text or his message, I want to make sure you all can see
Yep.
that. Uh, Oh, and by the way, real quick before I forget, and Maverick, can you help reset me in a
Yeah.
second? Because I don't want
Yeah.
to forget where we were. Because Fate sent me something here. I'm going to show you guys. This is really funny. So I'm pretty honored to be honest with you because you guys all know all about the Stew Train ticket. I've had the Stew Train ticket now for months. I mean, I can't remember how long now. It's been a long time. And you guys know I'm also in the process of making some Stew Train merchandise, Stew Train shirts, and maybe even more. So that's all going to be rolled out in June. So we're in the design process right now, and that's coming up. So earlier today, Fate had a stream celebrating his 7,000 subscribers, and it's congratulations, Fate,
Yep.
for 7,000 subs, dude. If you're still here, I don't know if he's still here or not, but if you're still here, oh yeah, here, okay, you're here. Okay, good. Thank you so much. I mean, congratulations, buddy, for hitting 7,000 subs, guys. And if any of you, but in some way or circumstance, haven't subscribed to Fate Decided yet, I think you guys have. But if you haven't, listen, you guys got to go over there and do that. You got to subscribe to his channel. But if Fate hits 7K, which is just wow, mind blowing. So Fate, you deserve it, man. You are
Yep.
relentless in your content, and you're a great dude. And I appreciate you. You're a brother to me, man, and a friend. And we poke each other like brothers. We have fun, but at the end of the day, it's all out of respect and love for each other. So, yeah, absolutely, Fate. You deserve it, man. And so, what's funny though is I've in the spirit of me having my Stew merchandise I've been working on, the Stew Train ticket forever. So I've inspired Fate, and it actually has made my heart warm all day. I jumped on one of his stream earlier he did for 7K, and during this stream, he shows me he shows me this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This is the death certificate for Stu Macher. So this is to acknowledge the death of Stu Macher on the
Oh,
20th day of December of '96 at the hands of a television.
that is so funny.
Signed, Fate Decided.
Holy
I
cow.
died. I was laughing so hard
Yes.
when I saw this. I was about to tear. I almost teared up in laughing so hard. It was
Yeah.
so funny. And I told Fate in the stream, I said, dude, I've got to have that. That is
Yeah.
so freaking awesome. I've got to have that. So, and people were like, oh, wow, man, you're such a good sport. I'm like, Of course I'm a good. What are you talking about? This is fun. We're not.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is not World War III. This is not.
no,
We're not fighting over rations for food
yeah,
and water. This is movies, and
yeah.
and I just think it's hilarious that Fate now is selling those on his channel,
Hey, that's
and
funny.
he's made Stu shirts that says Stu is dead, and it's got that horrific image, which makes me laugh so hard, even more hard, because he has that image of they used for the one that was going around claiming to be Stu with the dude in the blue pants and his arms down by the
Mm-hmm.
side. Remember that
Mm-hmm.
came out, and I did
Mm-hmm.
a whole video on breaking it down.
Right.
That's the picture that's in the
Oh my
shirt,
God.
and it says Stu is dead. And
Yeah, I like simultaneously love it and hate it at the same time. It's hilarious.
it's hilarious. I think
Yeah.
it's and what I love the most about it is that I inspired him to kind of, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Mm-hmm.
And so, so fate, dude, the fact that I was your inspiration to start up your own certificates and now your own Stu merch, I think it's fantastic. I
Yep.
think it's hilarious. Yeah, yeah, Polar, he's selling them. I know, I love it. I think it's hilarious. I was dying. I was laughing so hard.
That
I
is
mean,
funny.
but you know what? Here's the thing. At the end of the day, Mav, I believe that the truth will always prevail, and the truth will set you free. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's the thing is, man, it will all come out. And so I think it's hilarious that he's got that going on. And so Fate, I think you're awesome, dude. I think it's funny. I told Fate though, I say, dude, see, he didn't tell me he was doing it, And hey, Shay, he and I wish you'd have reached out to me and said, hey, man, I'm doing this thing, because we could have launched him on the same day.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we could have said, if you're on the stew train, here you go. If you're not, here you go. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, we missed an opportunity there, but that's okay. It's all good. Yankee wanted to surprise me. That's why he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
But next month, ladies and gentlemen, don't be dismayed. All of my Cravenites who were on the stew train, don't be dismayed, because next month you'll be seeing some stew train merchandise, and trust me, it's gonna be lit, as Matthew Lillard said.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a comment here I want to highlight, because I think it's very poignant to what we're talking about here. Where is it at? It's from Brett. Where you at, Brett? I missed you. Oh, there he is. He says, "Meh, the picture I made is better." Hashtag stew stew. And I actually agree, because this amazing picture right here, you guys saw it last night. Take a look at this. Stew stew.
Oh, that's so freaking awesome.
Isn't that fantastic?
I
Look at that
love it.
image. And if you guys notice here, you can see my mouse, right, Mav? Can you see my mouse? Or no? You may
Uh,
not. You can't.
no.
Doesn't matter. If you look up there, you see Ghostface on top of the train.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And if you look down below the number one, it says Stew Train.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
look how well Brett had Stu's face on the front. It's like
It's
perfectly
perfect.
fit, perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And for a killer good time, all aboard the Stew Train. And that rocks. I'm like, this is staying in my permanent like files I can pull up really quickly, because I've got the stew.
Oh, that's the best. I
There
love
you
that
go,
so
man.
much.
Love it. That we got stew two, and now I got the stew train picture. So Brett, I think you're right, man. As fun as that death certificate is, and it's really funny. I
It
think it
is.
is. I think this is better. I think that one's better. I'll take that.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Absolutely.
okay. There you go. All right, Fate. Let's do that. Let's hold up, if you don't mind. Let's hold up till next month, because he hasn't launched them. He just did a teaser. Perfect. Okay. Then, well, I'll tell you what. We gotta do that, because in Fate, I'm gonna tell you more about what's going on next month, because I'm really keeping it tight-lipped. But there's a major Stu Macher event that's happening on this channel that's going to be of epic proportions, unlike anything I've ever seen. And everyone who's involved says they've never seen. So next month, Stu fans, Stu Train, everybody for the Cravenites, we're gonna get ready. It's going to be incredible. So yeah, we'll definitely do that. So great Fate. Let's wait. Let's do it. We'll talk. I'll talk to you more about it. But Shay's here just in time to say goodbye. We're gonna about to shut this puppy down and call it a night. Let me see if I didn't miss her. I didn't miss anything here. Ghostface. Okay, so Shay noticed that. Shay, you noticed the ghost face on top in the train.
Hmm.
Yes, it's
Love
so
that.
good. So Brett says I added shadows under Stu's head that made the shadows on the train. Ah, dude, it's so good, so good. Let's take a look here. This feud won't be complete for probably 4 more years. I think you're right because I honestly, and I've said this a lot, I really don't think Stu's coming back in six. I think we're going to get more lay groundwork, more breadcrumbs, and I think seven's going to be when we're going to do it.
The
Yeah, Fate.
big reveal.
Yeah, let's catch up, man. After this live stream ends, I'm going to bed. But let's catch up tomorrow, Fate, if you when you get a chance, or Monday, whenever's good. And yeah, we'll figure it out. We're gonna come up with a plan where we'll do some like joint on each other's channel. We'll do this whole thing. It can make it a fun thing, you know. All right. So I think is that everything. I don't think I see anything else. Want to have a
No,
Scream multiverse where Stu's the killer? Hey, I mean that's cool and all, but I think Stu. I'm ready to see Stu's going to still be a killer in this current trilogy we're in. So,
yeah.
all right. So Fate says he's about to set up a live stream if he wants to come over. I'll give it 20 minutes and do the stream. So there you go, guys. For all you late night, all you guys who have the energy that I don't have tonight because I spent it all last night. If you guys want to keep going, Fate's going to continue the party right over on his channel, and it's always a party on Fate's channel. You guys know
Yeah.
that. Fate's a great
Yeah.
guy. Um, Hashtag Jill is dead. Okay. Shay, good night. I see you leaving there saying good night. Good night, Shay. Shay, always good to see you. And getting lots of Jill is dead here in the house. All right.
Yeah.
I can't dispute that. I don't. That's how I feel. But we'll see. Who knows, right? You just never know.
Hmm.
Because remember, what did they say? Tyler said we're so far down the rabbit hole with these sequels that everything's up for grabs. So
Right.
there you go.
Right.
Anything's up for grabs. Um, Fate says he's going to let everyone take potty breaks. Okay. Good
That's
plan.
respectable.
It's
Yeah.
very respectable.
Hmm.
Good night, Steven. You take
Night,
care of
Steven.
yourself. All right, guys. That's going to be it. I don't have anything planned for tomorrow for streams. Fate says good night. Craven and Maverick. Great stream, guys. Thank you, Fate.
Night, Fate.
Thanks for coming and hanging out with us, man.
Yep.
And hopefully you guys can all go over to Fate's channel and next after we end here and continue the party and enjoy yourselves for as late as you can stay up. Rock it out.
Hmm.
I don't have anything planned as far as live streams tomorrow. Won't be doing anything. I will say this: a week from today is I don't have a poster for it. Okay, I'll have it for the next. A week from today, we're doing a watch party next Saturday night on the 14th at 7. No, not 7. At 9:15 p.m. Central with Nancy Ann Ritter, the girl in the bathroom from Scream. And she's coming back for a third time on the channel. And we will be watching Scream 5. So she's never seen the movie. It'll be a first time watch. So Scream
Nice.
5 next weekend. So get ready for Scream 5. It'll be the first Scream 5 watch party I've had on the channel.
That'll
Period.
be cool.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
make plans now, guys, for next Saturday night, 9:15 with Nancy Ann Ritter, and we'll kick it off. But as for tonight, Maverick, I want to say thanks for joining me, and I'm glad we could finish off what we started, buddy,
I
last
know.
night.
Man, that bummed me out so bad. And not only that, I'm in the dark, and my wife and kids are out of town, so I'm just home alone and no power, no nothing. It was a bummer. It was such a bummer, but
I know,
we
man.
made up for it. And if
We
there's
did.
anything I can just say before you close this out,
Please do.
how many people we got? Like 24, 25 in the
25
chat.
people right now, yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow's Mother's Day. Steven
Yes.
kind of talked about it earlier. Yeah, so not everybody's got the greatest relationship. Reach out, wish them a happy Mother's Day, give them a big hug, give them a big kiss, let them know you're thankful for all they did for you, and yeah, just make tomorrow a special day for that special lady in your life.
Absolutely. And Extron, you have a great night. Actually, it's not coming back. I don't be so sure about that one. I don't know.
I have
Not
a
be so
video
sure about
about
that
that.
one.
I have a
Yeah.
video about that.
Angelina, I think I could absolutely see her coming back for sure. So, yeah. So just stay tuned on that one and check out Maverick's video. See what he has to say on it. Join the Angelina train. Well, there again, I really only have one train right now on the station. It's all pretty much focused on Stu, but Angelina could be a train I could do as little, you know, they have like little smaller routes you run, like a smaller, like a, not like a full freight liner, maybe like a, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but maybe a junior train.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know, for
Or
lack
one
of
of
a better
those
word.
trucks that ride on the tracks, like
Yeah, oh, that's awesome.
yeah, maybe she
An
got one of those.
Angelina truck.
Yeah, she
An
she
Angelina truck. A
yep,
train truck.
yep, a train truck.
Oh, I'm getting loopy, but I absolutely love that. Oh boy. All right, guys, listen for hold on for everyone in the chat. Thank you guys, and appreciate your super chats. Appreciate your time. I was gonna do an hour. We did basically two. So hey, what are you gonna do? I love it. That's the way it goes. Maverick, again, thank you for hopping on,
Yeah, thanks for
and
having me.
it was my pleasure. We'll do it again. I'll see you
Absolutely,
backstage. I'll see you backstage in a minute.
for sure.
For everybody else, I'm going to say good night. Have a great Sunday. Have a great Mother's Day. Love your moms. If you don't have a mom, love your wives. If you don't have a wife, love your girlfriends. If you don't have a girlfriend, love your grandma. If you don't have any of that, love someone else's mom and just tell them they're appreciated. All right.
Yep.
All right, guys. We love you guys. I'll see you next time. Keep our eyes out for some more live streams next week, and I'll see you then. And be sure you're going to be there. Maverick, are you going to be there?
I'll be there.
Rock on. Bye, guys.